反正认为这个越南老婆嫁到中国以后啊，大部分都喜欢跑掉。如果只是这样去定性越南老婆的话，那就不太准确。OK，the fifth question 啊。Also, some Chinese men they said Vietnamese women like money too much. Do you think that most of the Vietnamese women they like asking for money from their foreigner boyfriend or husband?
It depends on each person. If the relationship builds on the love, so they will not cheat other, will not cheat their boyfriend or the husband, boyfriend of either foreigner. But the relationship in the beginning, that's just like the job to make money. So of course they will cheat your money. So they will ask the money from you, but later nothing happened. No have and happiness ending.
So you think this saying also not correct?
Yeah, of course. Everywhere we have this kind of person. We have that kind of person. We have this kind of people. We have that kind of people. So this one not not correct.
Not correct. 好了，关于第5个问题呢，越南女人是不是都喜欢找他们的外国男朋友或者老公要钱？我只是说，这里指的是经常要钱的那种啊。这个我老婆讲呢，这个也不对，这个说法也不对，也是太片面了啊。这个是看你遇到什么样的人，因为你就算不在越南，你在中国或者在其他的国家，你碰到了那种喜欢要钱的啊。或者是碰到的不是跟你讲感情的那种，他当然是看中你的钱了啊！你想要他的人，他想要你的钱，就是这个道理的。所以呢，你讲这些话的这个中国男人呢，我想啊，他们都是没有碰到对的人啊，他们所这个找的这个女人呢，从一开始呢，人家就是冲着他的钱来的。没有一个真感情或者是呢，有些从刚开始可能有那个真的感情，到发展到后来呢，变成一种交易了这个也是有可能的但是大部分的情况下还是因为没有找到对的人好了，关于这个问题我在下一个视频中我会做一下这个分析，应该怎么样来越南找老婆对于不同的人来讲，通过什么途径，这个靠谱的概率会更高一点OK, the sixth question about the money in your hometown. I mean here. I mean here in your hometown. When the man married a woman here, need to give much money to the wife's family, and especially the foreigners, or especially Chinese men come to marry the woman here. Do they need to give much money to the wife's family?
So I want to ask, they go to Vietnam to buy wife or they go to Vietnam to get married?
Yeah, this is a good question. This is a very good question. Okay. That become two questions. First, if they want to come to buy a wife, how much?
If they want to buy a wife and they agree, they need to negotiate the price in the beginning. So how can I know? Because I don't have experience in this case. I still know someone in the north will go Vietnam. China will go to Vietnam to buy wife. I don't know, but here, even the foreigner or the Vietnamese people is the same. If the relationship built in love, they have love each other. So I told in the last question already, right? They will discuss in the beginning how much need to give. Here the husband family job need to give to the wife family the 10 million or 20 million depend if they have the money or no to prepare something for the wedding party. But the wedding party still have the money back from the rest, so we have more money to pay for the party.
Your voice is very small. I don't know if later time clear.
Okay, talk loudly. Okay.
So I think just now your if Lord come to buy the wife, how much normally?
Here, how much normally? Here just around 10 or 20 million.
10 or 20 million.
Việt Nam đồng.
Okay.
Here, another Philippine, I don't know.
Okay. So this one include money for the wedding party or no include?
The money from the wedding party will get back from the guest.
Okay, back from the guest.
And pay.
Okay. But at the beginning,
But this money you
you have to give to the wife's family.
yeah.
Right? Okay.
And maybe the family will give it to the couple. They don't use. Like the money for the couple in the beginning for the life.
OK， 好，这个问题呢是关于在我老婆的家乡这个结婚呢，男方是否需要给彩礼啊？然后办婚礼呢，男方需要出多少钱啊？我老婆说呢，这个因为我问了这个中国人啊，中国男人过来娶他们这边的老婆的话，需要花多少钱？所以呢，他问了我一个问题，说分两种情况。第一个情况呢，你是过来买老婆的，还是这个正常的结婚，也就是自由恋爱然后结婚的啊？这分为这两种情况。所以呢，他说这个第一种情况如果是来买老婆的，他就不清楚了啊，因为他也没碰到过。这个没有一个固定的价钱，这就要靠双方去怎么谈了啊，怎么去谈，对吧？这个我就不多讲了。后面呢，我就谈一下这个正常的这个结婚啊，正常的结婚，不管你是中国人也好，你是越南人也好啊，如果你们两个是这个自由恋爱，一般的家庭呢，这个不会找男方要很多钱啊，一般的话就给个1-2千万越南盾，意思一下啊，1-2千万越南盾相当于多少钱呢？也就是3-5千块钱啊，3-5千块钱，意思一下，然后呢，要准备这个办婚礼的钱啊，这个钱呢要准备好啊，给这个女方家里啊。但是办婚礼呢，一般也要不了多少钱啊，一般的话人民币的话万把块钱吧啊。你想办得好一点呢，多花一点钱吧啊，想办得好一点呢，2-3万，好吧？就要看你这个摆多少酒啊什么的。然后呢，这个过来吃喜酒的这个亲戚朋友呢，还会包红包的啊，给份子钱的。所以呢，这个办酒席的钱呢，也是可以收回来的。
No. For the wedding party money, that's one to prepare the party. The restaurant will prepare for you first, and you will pay later. Later after get the money from the rest.
So this money no need to give to the wife's parents,
Yes.
But it's the man to pay, husband to pay.
No. You still don't understand?
I understand that. Get a lot of money from guests, use a lot of money to pay.
Yes.
Right? But if it's not enough?
If not enough, if the party in the wife family, so the wife family will pay. If the party in the husband family will pay.
Yeah. No, not the husband need to pay the party in the wife's parents' house. No. So totally the husband only need to give around 10,000 or 10 million or 20 million as a gift.
Yeah, as a gift, and also prepare some some gift to take to the wife family.
What kind of gift? How much you need to buy that gift normally?
Not so much. Less than 10 million.
Less than 10 million.
Yeah, or 20 million.
No need to buy the very expensive things.
Yes.
好的。然后这个
Chinese no gift.
好，我在这里更正一下啊，哪怕刚才说我讲的不对啊，可能是有一点误解了，因为我们两个还没有办婚礼啊，所以这些东西呢我也不清楚啊，所以今天来做这个，拍这个视频呢，我现场问他的啊，然后他后来更正了一下，这个男方啊只需要呢那个1000万到2000万的这么一个礼金给这个女方家里，1000万2000万的礼金相当于3、5千块钱人民币，相当于3、5千块钱人民币。这个就相当于意思一项，然后呢，另外再要花一点钱呢去买一些礼物，这个礼物呢也是so normally the gift, what kind of gift is to buy?
I will send you the photo of the gift and you put
what kind of gift? For clothes or
for eating.
for eating?
Yeah, like pork. That one or the nut leaf. The cake.
OK.
Tea, wine.
除了那个1、2千万的礼金以外啊，另外呢再要买一点那个礼物。这个是什么礼物呢？那个礼物也是很便宜的啊，就是买一些那个食物，当地的那种食物，比较传统的食物有一些肉，有一些那个糕点还有像那个粽子那些之类的就像这个图片上面所展示的这个样子啊，然后呢就没有其他的钱了。这个办酒席的钱呢，以前我以为是这个男方呢要给钱给女方家里去办酒席的，刚才我老婆呢更正了呢，这个是不需要给的。酒席的承办方他们会先来办，然后是后付钱的你可以拿着这个客人的给的这个份子钱呢去付这个酒席的钱，如果不够呢，也不是说要男方来付了。如果这个酒席呢是在女方家里办的，那么不够的这个钱就由这个女方的家庭来承担所以在越南娶越南老婆这个办结婚的这个钱真的是比中国要少很多啊。我们两个的婚礼呢，这个是要等我父母可以过来越南的时候，现在的情况不允许了。现在因为这个疫情的原因中国人很难过来越南了。我老爸说呢，现在连护照都不给他办了，所以呢，我们先等一等了。但是虽然呢要不了多少钱但是还是要准备一些钱的毕竟呢，这个结婚办婚礼不光是一个彩礼钱，还有一个买礼物的钱嘛，还有很多东西我们需要准备的。然后我们两个人要租了房子还有要买一些那个首饰买一些衣服之类的上一期那个和阿俊的访谈的视频中我说的下一集要做一个关于娶越南老婆这个避坑的攻略的，但是我后来一想呢，现在做这个视频还不太合适因为我所了解的情况还比较少，所以呢，等我这个多了解一些情况之后，我再来做这么一个视频就会可信度会高很多当然了，当我感觉可以的时候呢，我也可以先做一个如果做出来以后感觉这个信息量不够，或者是很多信息不对的话，后面呢可以再重做，或者是多做一点讲得更全面一点，更准确一点。很久没有讲这么多话了所以也有点累感谢我老婆今天来分享她的观点。这个录这个视频以前呢，我们没有做一些准备工作的所以在今天呢，她的一些回答呢，让我也感到很惊讶。这与我以前了解的一些情况还真的不太一样所以我建议大家就像我的一个朋友说的，越南老婆不是不可以娶是要看人家把你当爱人还是当成钱包。好了，今天就到这里了 感谢大家的观看。如果大家有什么意见或者是想分享的一些信息的话，欢迎在下方留言。如果喜欢我们的视频，请订阅关注哦。好，谢谢老婆，谢谢大家，拜拜，
拜拜。